What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Just Jen. Today, I'm reacting to NF Mansion. And a lot of you guys in the comments section had been requesting this one. And I stopped doing NF reactions because of my dumbass. Because they kept blocking them and they wouldn't go into the algorithm when NF would actually unblock them. So if that's what happens here, make sure you watch. And I'll put posts out and whatnots. All right, then. Let's get right into it. This is a lyric video, which I love because of that way I can dissect those lyrics and what they mean to me. All right, Insidious is blind inception.
Insidious is blind inception. What's reality with all these questions? Feels like I missed my alarm and slept in. Broken legs, but I chase perfection. These walls are my blank expression. My mind is a home I'm trapped in, and it's lonely inside this mansion.
That's pretty insightful lyrics there, to say the least. I think we've all felt that at times, especially this broken legs, but I still chase perfection. But I chase perfection. I put some still in there. Broken legs, but I chase perfection. Nobody's perfect, and it's okay not to be. My mind is a home I'm trapped in, and it's lonely inside this mansion. Your mind will often be your own worst enemy. I'm just saying. Love yourself.
Is a home
as
I'm
you are.
And it's lonely inside this mansion.
Yeah, it is.
Yo, my mind is a house with walls, covered in lyrics, they're all over the place. The songs in the mirrors, written all over the floors, all over the chairs. And you get the uncut version of life when I go downstairs. That's where I write when I'm in a bad place and need to release, and let out the version of NF you don't want to see. I put holes in the walls with both of my fists till they bleed. And you might get a glimpse of how I cope with all this anger in me.
You know what? Oh, geez, oh, Pete, I didn't even know this about him. At first, I was going to say something slick, like don't be punching walls or inanimate objects because you're just going to mess yourself up. And I can really see why he's got a lot of anger, pent up anger because of his childhood. I knew about his mom and how she left him, but I didn't know anything about this right there. Yeah. This is why our children must be protected and loved, shown love. And they should always be first, because if they're not, they're going to grow up into adults with a lot of pent-up anger. And when you abuse your child and you're spanking them and doing all kinds of fuck shit to them, guess what happens? They learn that that's how you solve problems, is with violence. That's not right. I'm like, I don't even want to press the pause button here because I don't want to hear what he's went through physically.
Both of my fists till they bleed. You might get a glimpse of how I cope with all this anger in me. Physically abused, now that's the room that I don't want to be in. That picture ain't blurry at all, I just don't want to see it. And these walls ain't blank, I just think I don't want to see them. But why not? I'm in here, so I might as well read them. I gotta thank you for this anger that I carry around. Wish I could take a match and burn this whole room to the ground. Matter of fact, I think I'ma burn this room right now. Somehow this memory for some reason just moved. You used to put me in the corner so you could see the fear in my eyes, then took me downstairs and beat me till I screamed and I cried. Congratulations, you'll always have a room in my mind, but I'ma keep the door shut and lock the lyrics inside.
Ouch, 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 ouch. Sorry, you guys, I have a ring alarm, and every time somebody moves in front of it, the damn thing goes off. You used to put me in the corner so you can see the fear in my eyes. You used to take me downstairs and beat me. And that, oh. I cannot imagine. Like, I look at I have an older son and I have a younger one, right? And I could not imagine that my child would fear me. That turns them into fucked up adults. I'm thoroughly convinced. There's more ways than one to solve your issues if your child ain't listening. Reverse psychology works like a charm. Any kind of abuse that anybody goes through, he's right. You got that space in my mind. That is always going to be with somebody. Whether, I don't care what kind of abuse it is, whether they're being bullied, physically abused, emotionally, that sticks with people far beyond adulthood. Oh my God. I'm like gonna get sick here watching this.
Always have a room in my mind, but I'ma keep the door shut and lock the lyrics inside.
Insidious as blind inception. What's reality with all these questions? Feels like I missed my alarm and slept in. Broken legs, but I chase perfection. These walls are my blank expression. My mind is a home I'm trapped in, and it's lonely inside this mansion. Inside this mansion.
Yo, my mind is a house with walls covered in pain. See, my problem is I don't fix things, I just try to repaint. Cover them up like it never happened. Say I wish I could change. Are you confused? Come upstairs and I'll show you what I mean. This room's full of regrets, just keeps getting fuller it seems. Moment I walk into, it's the same moment that I wanna leave. I get sick to my stomach every time I look at these things, but it's hard to look past when this is the room where I sleep.
Like, seriously? I'm going through this and looking at these lyrics, and it's breaking my heart, because it's like when you think that somebody's been through enough, then you find out that they've been through even worse things. And that is what we often try to do, is we try to cover that thing up. We try to pretend like it never happened, like it doesn't exist. But in all actuality, it sure does. It's there. It happened. And then you're left with that question of why me? Like, I don't want my kids to ever go through what I've went through as a child, because that is, I know what it did to me as not only a small, innocent little child that had no control over those feelings and how to deal with them, but what it's done to me as an adult. You can't cover that thing. The best thing you could do if that's happened to you, something's happened to you, is talk about it. And if somebody does something messed up to you, you better tell somebody. Find an adult that you trust. Because nobody should be free walking this earth if they're abusing kids. I don't care who they are. They should be locked in a cell where animals belong. Because if you could put fear into a child's eyes, man, that's disgusting. It's despicable, deplorable. I'm really grateful that he turned out the way he did, given what he's been through. Really grateful, because he could have went all bad and just went through self-destruction mode and just took down a bunch of people with him, and he didn't. Thank God.
Every time I look at these things, but it's hard to look past when this is the room where I sleep. I look around, one of the worst things I wrote on these walls was the moment I realized that I was losing my mom. And one of the first things I wrote was I wish I would've called, but I should just stop now. We ain't got enough room in this song. And I regret the fact that I struggle trying to find who I am, and I lie to myself and say I do the best that I can. Shrug it off like it ain't nothing, like it's out of my hands, and get ticked off whenever I see it affecting my plans. And I regret watching these trust issues eat me alive, and at the rate I'm going, I'll probably still be there when I die. Congratulations, you'll always have a room in my mind. The question is, will I ever clean the walls off in time? Oof.
Insidious as blind inception. What's reality with all these questions? Feels like I missed my alarm and slept in. Broken legs, but I chase perfection. These walls are my blank expression. My mind is a home I'm trapped in, and it's only inside this mansion.
Damn.
Inside this mansion.
So this part of my house.
Hold on, before we get into this I think it might be the last verse, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. But right then, right there about his mom, he wishes he could have called her, but he didn't, and he's just shrugging it off and like it never happened, or like it doesn't affect his daily life. And every time he's trying to do something, it's preventing him. That is trauma. Trauma at its finest. Trauma will carry with you forever. And unfortunately, a lot of people have that misconception that you can get over something like that. Not necessarily. It's depending upon the dependent upon the individual and how they deal with trauma and stressful situations. Some people, they can sweep it under the rug and get over things rather quickly because they, I think, have that disassociative, they disassociate themselves completely. But then there are those people that do let it affect them daily life. It's not that they let them affect it, it's just it does. I can almost imagine that he's got a bundle of nerves, a bunch of anxiety, and that is what he carries with him all of the time. I don't think it's repairable. I just think he gets through life and he gets through all of this aggression and all of the terrible things that he has gone through his music, and that's the most productive thing that he could do because I think at one point he, in his other song that I just did, you kind of get a glimpse of him and what he's been through in his life and how he's dealt with it and cope with it. Going back to my dark place, I'm just it's so like the mother in me is, it bothers me a lot, and also being in that position. There ain't nothing scarier than when you're a little child than a scary adult. Big person doing something fucked up to you. Nothing scarier. That is like the boogeyman incarnate in the flesh.
Inside this mansion.
So this part of my house, no one's been in it for years. I built the safe room and I don't let no one in there. Cause if I do, there's a chance that they might disappear and not come back. And I admit, I am emotionally scared to let anyone inside. So I just leave my doors locked. You might get other doors to open up, but this door's not. Cause I don't want you to have the opportunity to hurt me. And I'll be the only person that I can blame when you desert me. I'm barricaded inside, so stop watching. I'm not coming to the door, so stop knocking. Stop knocking. I'm trapped here. God keeps saying I'm not locked. I chose this. I am lost in my own conscience. I know that shutting the world out ain't solving the problem, but I didn't build this house because I thought it would solve them. I built it because I thought that it was safer in there, but it's not. I'm not the only thing that's living in here. Fear came to my house years ago. I let him in. Maybe that's a problem, cause I've been dealing with this ever since. I thought that he would leave, but it's obvious he never did. He must have picked a room and got comfortable and settled in. Now I'm in a position, it's either sit here and let him win or put him back outside where it came from, but I never can. Cause in order to do that, I'd have to open the doors. Is that me or the fear talking? I don't know anymore.
Wow. Wow. Insidious's blind inception. Hey, if I only knew now what or if I knew then what I know now about this song. I always get that saying messed up for some reason at first. He built a mansion, walls. He built walls, and you ain't getting in because he's got a fear of abandonment or abuse. You're gonna abuse him if he does let you in. It's a valid fear. It's a valid fear, and this is why when shit like this happens to us as children, we grow up with those kinds of issues as adults. And it's really sad because throughout life you will learn that not everybody is set out to hurt you. It's only a select couple people in your life that have. And He's right, though. That will never go away. That is already seared into your mind that happened. And I'm fearful of letting new people in because it might happen again. No, it will happen again. That's what your mind's telling you when you raise that question of, will it happen again? Yes, yes, it will. They're all like that. That's exactly what your mind is doing when you're abused like that. And nobody fucking deserves that, especially not a little kid. And if this is why I'm the protective mother that I am today. And I don't care what anybody says. That is how I'm going to make sure my kids are safe. That's just the mama in me. And every time I see his videos, I feel like, damn, I wish I could save him. But I think that now that he's got his own family, he's going to strive to make sure that his child will never grow up the way he had to. And it really sucks because as an adult, when you're a child, you don't have any control over them kinds of things. As an adult, it could either make you or break you. Hopefully it makes you into a stronger human being because of the crap that you had to endure as a kid. And it'll make you that more vigilant when you become a parent. This was a doozy, you guys. So James, thank you for requesting it. You guys, I'm live streaming 2 days a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, 2 p.m. If you're new to the channel, what's it gonna hurt if you hit the like or subscribe button? I'm just wondering, what's it gonna hurt? If you have any more suggestions, feel free to drop them down below in the comment section, and a bunch of my social media links and stuff, Discord. It's in the description of the video. Hopefully you got something out of this video today. I know I did. I know this much. Not everybody's out to hurt you. And it's taken me a long time to realize that. Alright guys, take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Stay strong. Don't let them beat you. Keep fighting. Be that phoenix that rises from the ashes. And become something magnificent. Invincible. Impenetrable. My name's Just Jen. See ya.